Okay, I think we're live. Let's test this out, guys. Are we live on YouTube? On YouTube live. There we go. All right. Let's see how everything looks here. Oh wow, and it's like on point. Damn. Okay. Um, cool. What's up, guys? What's going on? Um, let me just share the live out to my people. So we are using something else called EV Mux, and I'm blown away with how everything looks and sounds. Um, wow. That's all I can really say is wow. For a free software or a free website, man, like this is crazy. You guys are seeing this in 1080p, and let me just do this 1 second, guys. Okay, cool. All right. So you guys are seeing this in glorious 1080p, or what should be 1080p. I'm gonna just go on to the stream real quick and just all right, cool. All right. And this is like, okay, for those of you who do streaming and stuff, this is like StreamYard, but better. I mean, you got banners, you got your own music you can put on here. You got bruh, just so much. It is insanity to me. Insanity. Oh, and of course, you can this wow. Holy moly. Let me see how this looks. Hang on, guys. I'm freaking out right now. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. Can one of you nice people please put another comment up just so I can wow. This is even better than the StreamYard. I mean the animations and everything. Wow. This is crazy. Crazy. I want to send this. I gotta send this to a couple people, so give me a second. Let me just see. Okay, cool. Sent that to that person. I Jess, wow. Thank you for your comment, Jess, but I'm still freaking out just about the animations and how everything's looking and yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, there is this big logo, but I honestly really don't care. So it's whatever. But I mean, I'm just, and I can actually type back to you guys. So one thing about StreamYard is that um, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't type back to the person. I don't know. I don't know if that's just my problem or what, but yeah. Anyway, we're waiting on a guest here that will be here in a couple of minutes, hopefully, or a couple of seconds. We'll see. And yeah, how is everybody's doing? How's everybody's night going? Um, my guest is having issues because his browser will not accept this, so we'll see what happens. Kay is more of a brother to me than Albert is. Unless you want to pick up a fight, I wouldn't say this right now. Because I'm sure Albert will be here sooner rather than later. Just saying. But yeah. So like I said, I'm waiting for a tech friend of mine to join us tonight, and we're gonna be talking about Apple's software event. All right. So my guest is backstage, and we're about to bring him in. So let's bring in Mr. Ben Obi Tech. What's up, man?
What's up?
How are
This
you?
stream, this
I
software
could
is sick.
I could hear you the whole time on like StreamYard. Like when the person's backstage, you can't hear the person. I could hear you the whole time. I don't know about anybody in the stream, but yeah. Um, so yeah, this software is very, very sick, dude. I was actually looking, you can add scenes. Look at this for a second. Create and pull up.
Yeah,
Okay,
I can
wait.
hear you. It's just the stream isn't.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, what is this doing? It's saying you're on stage. I mean, yeah. 1 sec. Let me try to sort that out.
It's so cool
Because
that we don't know how
because
to
there was a
like.
button here. There was a button here that said flip camera. So I was like, I wonder what this does. It just switched to another camera source that isn't plugged in.
Oh, geez. Yeah, so I think that this is like amazing. And you can get 1080p for free. Like what? I'm sorry, what?
I guess you've got the watermark, but that's
Yeah, you got the watermark, but whatever,
still
you
fine.
know.
Yeah, still cool.
So Benji, my friend, how are you doing? I feel like it's been a while since we actually
It has
speak.
been. I've been thinking that. It's been a while. I'm doing really good. Physically a little bit tired, but other than that, honestly really hyped for what's gonna happen in the next month.
Yes,
Um,
man. So what
Next
are
couple of months.
you most excited for? I know I'm excited for, the whole event in general, of course. But I really want to see iOS 17 and hopefully a new and improved iPad OS. Even though I don't have iPad anymore, I still I still care.
Don't hold your breath on that though.
Yeah, true, true.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean, it'd be
I'm kind
nice.
of bummed that for like a minute they were saying that we were gonna get AR glasses, and now they're saying it's pushed back. And
Yeah,
and
was
then
seeing that.
finally waited a day for me to post my video, and yeah, but whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean, the thing that I'm excited for the most, for the event is probably, I'd say iOS, just because I think iOS can use. I think Apple software in general could use a bit of an overhaul, like in terms of stability. It's
Yeah,
especially like Mac OS has been my biggest issue. I've had so many issues with it with Mac OS over the past year with Ventura. It's just been, it's not been good. Recently, it's been a little bit better, I must say, but like, it still has it's not as good as it used to be. Like I
no,
remember, I used to buy Apple products and use Apple products because they were always reliable. They never had any issues. But
right.
now we've gotten to the stage where it does have a lot of issues. So
Yeah,
I don't really want any like massive big changes or features with the softwares this year. I just want them to fix it, make it
yeah,
just work as it's
right.
supposed to. Um, and hopefully they do that across the board, like with iPad OS, iOS, macOS, and also across all of their devices, not just like the newer ones. Because I
Right.
mean, I've got pretty much all the latest Apple products apart from my iPad, which is a 2018 iPad Pro. It would be
Mm.
nice if that also got a bit of a refinement in software, just so I can keep using it for at least another year or two before software support is cut. But yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing with me. Now let's talk about iOS 17 for a second. What products do you think will actually get iOS 17?
So I think all of the devices that got iOS 16, I think are going to get iOS 17 as well.
Hmm.
Like Apple's done this before. Because I mean, the iPhone 8 is the oldest. iPhone 8 and iPhone 10 are the oldest iPhones
Yeah,
that are supported right now, and they
I
still
would.
run pretty well. I don't
Yeah,
think Apple is gonna pull the plug on those just yet.
I mean, I hope you're right, but I wouldn't be mad if they got rid of the iPhone 8.
Yeah,
But
but then if they did get rid of the iPhone 8, they probably would have to get rid of the 10 as well. But I don't know, because they are technically different phones. I think the 10 also has more RAM and stuff,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I think the processors are the same though. I think, maybe it might be slightly faster, but yeah,
So
I could very well see them discontinue the 8 as well
yeah,
from being
so I
supported.
mean, it's all a matter of time. We'll see, I guess. But any other predictions? Anything? Any other things that you're can't wait to see? Or
I
I
mean,
can't wait to see. Okay, here's what I can't wait to see. Good morning. No, I'm kidding.
that's the best part of the Apple. That's the only way that's the only reason I watch it. No, I mean honestly, like I'm not as excited for this WWDC as past events.
No, I'm not either.
Um, I mean, maybe this will change over the next couple months, but like I remember WWDC, everybody was speculating, and they're like, oh yeah, these new features on iOS, iPad OS,
Right.
they're gonna be amazing. And then we got the event, and those things weren't delivered on.
Yeah.
So kind of like right now, it's kind of, I think it would be good to go in with not that many expectations. Like I think there's a
Yeah.
quote from the last Spider-Man movie where I think it's MJ. She says that if you expect disappointment, you'll never be disappointed, or something like that. Um, so like if you go
I
into the event expecting to be disappointed, then you'll feel better because you're not probably gonna just go with low expectations.
as disappointed.
That's
Yeah, yeah. I
that's
don't
basically
know.
what I mean.
We'll see. I mean, time will tell. But I do agree with you. Like, that there are sometimes you get like, I'm not gonna say um people's names, but like there's certain people who do leaks and rumors, and oh, it's definitely gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen, and then it doesn't
or
happen,
or they
and then you
they
get
talk about it as if it has already happened.
Exactly. And then you get people roasting that person on Twitter and saying, "Hey, you suck because you said this and it didn't happen." See,
And then they have to shave their head
that exactly. you know,
or other things.
you knew who I was going towards. That's funny. Um, but yeah, man. And honestly, like I've always said this. That's the number one reason why I don't really do leaks and rumors. I just let whatever happen because I'd rather talk about what's confirmed than what's yet to come.
Yeah,
Because
makes sense.
I mean, look at this with the AR and VR glasses situation. We were just so hyped up. Everybody's making videos on it. It's gonna happen. It's confirmed. All of a sudden, it's not. It's like so.
Well, I mean, I guess with things like the mixed reality headset, it's a little bit different because Apple was planning on releasing it at the end of last year, but then of course things come up in the production, and they're like, "Oh, it's not so ready. Maybe we should wait," and so it gets delayed. And a lot of people, of course, are then like, "It got delayed." I think it would be better if we just didn't hear anything, and then all of a sudden Apple drops in. It's like, boom, here's another product, just like the good old days, like. We used to not have that many leaks, that many rumors. We used to turn on the event and then, oh, here's all this cool stuff that we didn't know was going to happen.
Yep.
But now it's kind of like you expect certain things to happen, and then when those things don't happen, then you're disappointed because you're like, oh, I was hoping iOS 17 was going to allow me to install launchers like on Android, but it doesn't. Like, just don't get your hopes up. I think is the best way to go into this. Just keep your expectations low.
I definitely agree because honestly, like, man, again, it's nothing against these people who do leaks and rumors, but honestly, I'd rather wait and be surprised for the event than watch these leaks and rumors and whatever else and oh, I knew that was coming, so why am I watching this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
completely agree.
That's just me.
A question I have for you. So we know that this event is gonna be in person, but it's not gonna be in person. It's gonna kind of be like I think there was a note somewhere in the invites or the announcement that it's gonna be basically a keynote like the past couple of years. Well, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I mean, as much as I would love to see in-person events again and hear the people, cheering and clapping and whatever else, I honestly think that Apple, I think all these companies, especially Apple, have done the virtual events so well and now have gotten to the point where okay, now they're getting comfortable with it and they know what they're doing. I think it should just stay this way.
Mm-hmm.
I also think that maybe adding sound effects of people cheering and people screaming and stuff like that would add to the hype.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or they could even like overlay the sound from the theater as well. Where they're doing it.
Yeah, exactly. That would be cool too. So I don't know. I mean, I'm 50-50 on it. I wouldn't be mad if they brought that back, but
yeah, because I think also
I'm way too comfortable with how things are.
Yeah, and I think in the world we live in today, like post-COVID, like a lot of people's attention spans have just plummeted. Like now the average person's attention span is less than a goldfish. Like we used to joke back in the day, oh you've got the attention of a goldfish, but now we literally do. Like a lot of us, we're always on TikTok, on Instagram Reels, on Shorts. We're constantly getting that dopamine in, and so doing an in-person event, sometimes people will be sitting there or they're like, oh, this is a bit boring now. They like doze off and they just go to sleep. But the thing I love about Apple events now is that they're all so fast paced. Like, yes, you've got a couple of minutes maybe where somebody's talking, but there's always like something moving. There's always dynamic. So I think like the way they're doing them now, I think they've set the bar so high with in terms of quality. I think if they went and did in-person events completely again, then they kind of would lose a bit of that, I guess, specialness in a way
Right.
of having those events. I think it would be cool if they had them in person because of course it's a completely different experience, not just
Yeah.
for the keynote speakers but also for the people. But I guess also another positive about them doing it pre-recorded is they can get everything nailed, like with the scripts and everything. So then they present a perfect event instead of maybe they get on stage, do a demo, and it doesn't work, and like, oh, this is embarrassing. Especially when they'll release the mixed reality headset. Like I'm sure they're gonna have issues on stage with
Oh yeah.
because it's a first product, just like they did with the iPhone. Like we've always heard those stories of Steve Jobs having like 10 or more iPhone first generation iPhone models, and for every feature he went to a different one just in case they crashed. Um, yeah, so I guess there are positives, there are downsides as well, but
For
I'm
sure.
fine with them keeping the format that they are right now. I'm not planning on going to one in person anytime soon. I mean, it's not that if they invited me, of course I would go, but like
Yeah. Yeah.
in the foreseeable future, I don't see that happening. But
I would
yeah.
go. I think I would go. I don't know. I would love to see something like that.
Oh yeah, I
I
mean,
would
if I get an invite,
say like, yeah. Oh
if I get
yeah.
an invite,
Yeah,
I'm going.
dude.
And there's no other way to get in anyway. So
Dude, can you imagine if we ever bring the podcast back, actually doing a podcast episode in Apple Park?
that would be sick.
Just
That would be
saying.
that would
Think
be a
about
whole
it.
different. Yeah, that'd
Think
be a
about
whole
it.
different thing.
Bruh, it would be sick. But I think both you and I are years away from that ever happening. Especially me. Especially me.
Yeah,
You know? But yeah, I mean, dude, like I can't even believe we're talking about the WWDC already.
I know.
Like,
It's like the end of March.
what's
we're
going on?
we're like over 2 months away.
I don't know
It's
who it was that I
crazy.
saw on YouTube, and I'm like, wait, WWDC already? What? And I go to Twitter, everybody's saying it's confirmed, and I'm like, where is this coming from?
Go to the Apple website. And it's like, oh,
Oh
hello.
yeah, and that's exactly what I did, because at first I was like, okay, don't even tell me that they were hacked on Twitter and all this other stuff. But then I saw that it was actually a thing, and I'm like, okay, cool. So one thing I wanted to talk about today um, was, and we were talking about this behind the scenes a little bit, but what are your thoughts on the actual invite, and do you think that it has any meaning?
I think if it does have any meaning, it's about the mixed reality headset, just because it kind of looks like that.
Dude, that's
Um,
what I was saying. But now that now that they said it was pushed back, I'm like, okay, so are you guys gonna make a whole new event thing, or what? You know?
I mean, they might. I think they might still announce it. I don't think that that's out of the realm of possibilities. I think it's probably just the launch itself because they've been having some production issues,
Yeah,
and also, of course, the cost of living crisis that a lot of people are going through. Unfortunately, like that's kind of they're releasing a product that's going to cost $4,000. I don't think most people will be able to afford that thing,
yeah, yeah.
unless they have some sort of like financing or whatever.
Right.
Like I don't know, maybe they'll start to take kidneys off people, but
Yeah,
um,
exactly.
here
I
you
also
go,
think
sell your kidney to us directly. We'll hook you up with a with a mixed reality headset.
yeah, right. I also think that maybe I heard that there was new Macs on the way, so I was thinking maybe new
Ooh.
colors or something. I don't know.
Or I was thinking they could release an ultra wide display, and maybe that's what all the things are.
Oh,
Because then the colors are like a display shows color, and so you've got all of those.
yep, yep, yep. I can see that. I can
But also the way they're round, it's kind of like I mean it's a rainbow, of course. That's
I don't know if you want
what
to
it is, but
try to get it on screen. Do you want to try to? I don't
I
know if
don't know.
you're able to share it.
Do I have a share?
If not, I could try to do
No.
it.
I do not have a share screen option here.
You don't? Okay, let me try to do it then. WWDC 2023.
Just clicked something and I did
So
something
I'm
weird.
gonna go straight off of. Actually, I'll go to Apple website, and then do that.
It'd honestly be sick to go to this.
It would. It
Even just to
honestly
go,
would.
even just to go to Apple Park, like while it's happening, just to try to see if we can get in.
Bear with us, guys. I'm trying to figure out.
If not, we have two months to make friends with some YouTuber who's going.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
And
so
like,
here
can
it
you?
is,
I'll be your cameraman.
dude. Yes, please. So this is it. Yeah, I mean, I can see. I could see where you were saying, like an ultra wide screen or monitor, whatever.
It's not. Wait, are you looking at it or are you sharing the screen?
Yeah, I'm sharing the screen. Isn't it
Okay,
up?
because it's not. It's not.
Oh, it's not up. Can you guys see
Nope.
it? Let me
I'm
go.
looking at the stream right now. It's not on there.
Uh-oh. Let me see. 1 second, guys.
This watermark is so weird. It like appears and then disappears. It's pretty cool, actually.
It's saying that it's sharing. What's going on?
It's probably backstage. You probably have to move it onto the.
Oh, yeah, probably. 1 second, guys. Right.
Focus is cool.
Share. Yep, that's what it was.
There we go. Now I can see it on my screen as well. That would make sense.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool. It shows up as a. That's actually sick.
So
Looks great.
that's it. Again, like I was saying, I mean, I think that the colors could be some kind of product that's coming out, and this is showcasing all the colors, or maybe even like what Benji was saying. This could be the colors to a ultra wide screen of some sort, but I don't
It
know.
could even be referring to a Pride watch band.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. So there's a lot of things that it could be, but I don't know. I have no idea. So I guess it's just a waiting game at this point to see what it actually is. But it is on June 5th. The event is actually June 5th, and then the following day are like classes and stuff like that. But yeah.
Yeah, and apparently they're all. It says that they're all online at no cost. So if you wanted to get into like developing apps and stuff, you can watch the other ones.
Let me just see.
I hope I'll be able to watch the event. That'll be good.
Yeah,
I might be working during that time. We'll see.
Actually, what day does that fall on, Benji?
What? The
event day. I
5th.
didn't even check.
On the 5th. It'll be on the 5th at I think 10 a.m. Pacific.
Right, but what day of the week is that going to be?
Monday? They normally do it on Monday. Let me see. Yeah, Monday. Monday the 5th of June.
Damn!
Or June 5th.
I have... Well, I think that's the day that I'm going to have to stay home. Because I don't want to miss this. Sorry, guys. I don't want to miss this. Because event days are, like, really important to me. But
yeah, you also gotta squeeze out as much content as you can when you
exactly
finish.
Exactly. That's another thing. Like, Jesus. I will not be doing what I did the first year I was on YouTube. Do you remember that, Benji?
Well, when you live streamed it?
when I live streamed it, but it was like hours after the actual event,
I
and like
think I remember.
yeah, that was, and then I couldn't stream for like what was it, 30 months or something like that. Like oh,
Yeah, that happened to me as well. I had to create a whole other channel to go live.
huh?
It was mad. I had to create a whole other channel to go live.
Yeah, remember that,
That's crazy.
dude. But hopefully, we won't ever uh, go through that again. Benji, by the way, I don't know if you're actually looking at the screen right now, but look at the animation when I pull up a comment. That's
That is, yeah, that's cool.
dude. Hey, babe, what's up? Thank you for joining. I'm like going goo goo gaga over this freaking streaming software because yo
Are there like other effects as well that you can have for the comments, or is it just this one?
I think it's just that one.
I'm sure
not
they'll add
really-
more, because I think this program looks quite new.
Yeah, yeah. No, it is. I heard about it. I don't even know how I heard about it. I think I was on YouTube once, and it was just like one of the YouTube advertisements at one point. But I was looking, and I don't know if you can see it on your end, but there's a ad scene section, and there is a popular speakers. So I don't know what any of them want to do, but there's a break. So like for instance, that
Yeah, now everybody's seeing this.
and
Turned on the.
yeah,
There we
now
go. You're
I
on
was
stage.
going back trying to
That's
find
actually
my mouth,
sick.
but yeah.
Oh, we've got 7 people in here. Where is
Yeah,
everyone?
what's up?
Interact, please.
Yeah, please ask us questions. I know a lot of you guys are from my program, and I know you guys are just here to support me. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I know you guys probably don't give two damns about what we're talking about, but you're still here. That means a lot to me. So thank you very, very much. Sneed, what's up, man? I saw you in the chat. Um, I need to go live with you one day, Sneed. I know we went live on your channel. You got to come onto mine one day. But yeah, I'm psyched about WWDC. I get psyched with any event. Like, I'm always waiting for these days, and then especially for software update days, I'm like, dude, I'm ready.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Well,
ready.
no. As soon as actually, it might not be like too good of an idea, but like as soon as the betas come out, like the developer betas, I'm signing up for a developer account just so I can have the betas, because like.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Even though it's probably a terrible idea, because I'll need my devices for like work stuff.
Yeah.
But you only live once, so like
Oh yeah, dude.
get to try all the features before everyone else, and get to clickbait the heck out of your videos because of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll cost like $90 a year, but hey,
Oh, whatever.
I could probably make way more. I could probably make way more by making those videos at this point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's more brand deals.
Exactly right.
It's insane.
Yeah, man, just looking for some Jello. Nice, hope you find it. But is there anything else that we missed? I mean, we all know about iOS, iPadOS, macOS. I'm
Ooh,
really hoping
what's
macOS is.
what are some what's one feature you want to see on every single OS, or if that makes sense. Like every single ask which is the feature that you want the most on each individual one.
Um, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, if you're asking me about iOS, I could say split screen. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
that would be nice.
that's a no-brainer, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What
To be
about you?
to be honest though, like when I was using the Pixel on the daily, I very rarely used the split screen. So like
Really?
it'll probably be cool for like the first couple of days, but oh I could do this, but then you'll forget about it and not use it anymore.
Yeah.
It's one of those features. Like if I need a multitask, I would rather use my iPad for that.
But I honestly feel like that's a lot of people nowadays. Like, I feel like that's, the majority uh, uh, of these features don't get used on a day-to-day basis. You know?
Probably a lot of Android users don't even know it's a thing.
Yeah, exactly, right?
They're like, "Whoa, my phone could do that? No way! Didn't know that."
I don't know what I was showing to my friend, actually, Solange, who's in the chat, or was in the chat. I don't know if you're still here. That I was showing. I was looking through her phone and playing around with the camera. She didn't even know that there was like the AR. What do you call them? We call it the like memoji.
Yeah, AR emoji. Is it on the Samsung?
AR emoji. Yeah.
Yeah, AR emoji. Those things
Yeah.
are
She didn't even know
creepy.
about that, and I was just like, "What? You're kidding me, right?"
You know that.
Do you not play with your phone? Like, come on. I know.
Yeah, that.
At the same time, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, I only take my pictures in portrait mode," and they're just like, "Oh, I never use that." I'm like, "You have a pro phone that has portrait mode, and you never use it? Come on, don't even."
I know it's crazy.
It's
It's like
talk to me right now.
it's like probably one of the features that's used the least on the iPhone cameras.
Seriously.
Either like panorama or like square. Like you could take a square photo.
Yeah.
Even like people don't even know those are things.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing that annoys me the most is people who buy a pro phone, like older people who have no idea how to even use their phone. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy a pro phone because it's the cooler one," and they don't use like half of the features. Like, you could zoom in on the camera? No way.
Oh,
You could unlock the phone with your face? I thought I had to put in a passcode all the time. Or they just don't use a passcode at all. You could pay with your phone? No way.
and that's another thing. Like, I understand that like you don't know all the new features because you're used to, just putting your fingerprint and that's that. But if you're not using Face ID, like you're not
Yeah, no, like I don't know who
of that phone, because Face ID is so. I feel like it's so much quicker than a fingerprint ID.
I prefer it so much more as well. Like the fact that I can have my notifications hidden and just like tap the screen, it scans my face and it shows me the notifications. Like if I pass it on to a friend or a family member, they can't see it unless they use my face. Like that's something I missed on Android, because on Android you just put your fingerprint on and it unlocks by default. That's how it works.
Yep.
So like if I wanted to hide the notifications and see them when I did the thing, I had to like open the notification center just to be able to see that. So like, and even now with the always on display, like you can actually see the notifications on here, which comes in clutch sometimes.
Right.
Yeah,
thank you for
it's crazy.
the wrong account, Angie. I'm just saying.
I was trying to look for TA Tech and I couldn't find it. I typed in TA Tech and it wasn't showing up. So,
dude, one of my friends was saying, they were looking me up on YouTube, and they're like, "You have 66,000 subscribers? What?" I was like, "Sadly, that's not me." I'm just like, yeah. I mean, if I were to get to that point, I think I would tell you.
Oh, I understand why now. For some reason, I didn't follow you back. How? How?
You're fired, Benji.
No, wait, I'm so confused. I'm sure I followed you. No, I think the problem is.
Bye.
No, I think the problem is like you changed your account to Mr. Smartwatch, and then you created a new one for T8 Tech.
Yeah.
I thought I followed it, but I didn't. Now I understand why I don't see your tweets anymore.
Oh
Right,
man.
yeah, you've posted quite a lot recently. I was like, why is Taylor not posting on Twitter anymore? I mean, I probably won't be able to see you anyway, because on the For You page, you can only see people who are verified now.
Dude.
Like, you will be able to very soon.
Oh god. Twitter.
Oh, well.
Twitter is changing so much. I feel. I don't want to like
I
go
mean,
off on that, but
there's a lot of the platforms are changing, even Instagram. But I
yeah.
would say probably the worst company that's making the worst changes right now is Instagram.
Yes. Yes.
That is a hot take. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Twitter is doing everything bad. No, Instagram is even worse. Like Instagram is trying to kill TikTok
Mm-hmm.
and force creators to create content on their platform. Like I'm
Yeah.
seriously half considering like just going dark on Instagram for a month. I saw a video yesterday or something of a guy who said this is how we can boycott Instagram to make them actually care about their creators. Because like, have you ever seen like the TikToks and stuff where they're talking about all the list of things you have to do to get noticed?
What's up, Shark? Yeah, I have.
Yo, it's insane. They like want you to post every single day to your feed. They want to post. They want you to post like 5 stories a day or something like that. They want you to do all of this stuff for free. Like they're not gonna give you a penny of any of the ad revenue they make. Like that's not how you treat creators.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's how you scare them away. So like, I mean, Twitter, like yes, they're charging for a lot of these extra features, but I mean, we're starting to see more value in getting Twitter Blue than before. Like now you can have longer tweets, you can edit your tweets, you have the verified thing, you show up on more people's feeds. So like there's a lot of different things. Like yes, there's people that hate it and stuff, but if we want Twitter to survive, I think this is probably one of the only ways it can, because it's kind of like Twitter's kind of dying in terms of money, and Elon's trying to rescue it. So
Yeah.
I mean, we'll just have to see. It'll get better, I'm sure. Twitter will get better. Instagram, I don't know. They'll probably just end up being like another Facebook. Like everybody's now
Yeah.
moving to. Everybody's now using TikTok because TikTok stands for a lot of things that a lot of other people stand for, like freedom of speech and stuff that Instagram just doesn't care about.
Yeah.
Meta.
And it stinks, but I don't know. We'll have to see what happens.
I mean, I still get a lot of views on Instagram, so like,
Do you?
yeah, like the last video I posted got 13K. The one before that 12K, and the one before that 121K. So like,
Oh wow.
they're doing pretty decent. It's just I'm not getting any followers from them, which is weird.
Mm-hmm. Shark, I just realized that you did not have a wrench, so I gave you one. I cannot believe you were one not to have it. Benji, now I'm not sure if you ever got one yourself on my channel.
I
So,
I think I have both. Yeah.
all right,
Let
cool.
me turn down my microphone volume because.
Yeah, because Shark was. I mean,
I understand. Okay. Is that better?
yes.
I've put it. Yeah. I don't. Here's another thing I hate about macOS. Like every time I change the input volume,
Wait,
I
wait,
leave
wait,
it like
wait.
that for that source, and then I like.
Am I too loud or how's this?
I mean,
Have
you're
I
fine for
changed?
me.
Let me know, guys. Let me know if I need to go higher because I just saw that you could actually change the volume that affects the broadcast. So that's another cool thing, I guess. Which
Yeah,
I don't think you could do
I
on
just want to
stream.
change it in my macOS settings because macOS keeps thinking I want it louder when I don't.
Yeah, absolutely, Shark. No problem. No problem. Um.
macOS can be annoying.
So yeah. Um. It, I I honestly I keep saying this. I think that this is one of the best parts of the year because now I get to do a lot of content on the channel, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Um, I've been thinking of pivoting a little bit and going back to like talking about, different kinds of tech, and not just mobile tech. But at the same time, I don't know. Um,
Yeah, I think the problem with that is like you want to be as niche specific as possible. Like you want to target a specific audience, at
yeah,
least at your level. Like if
yeah,
you get to Tailosive Tech level, Apple World level, or Nikias Million as it goes by now, then you can kind of pivot and do whatever you want really, and people will watch it because they know you. But I think in
yeah,
like the discovery period, you want to like pick a topic within a
and just
niche and
stick
just
with it.
target as much as you can on that.
Yeah, yeah.
So like if you're doing smartphone stuff now, like you're talking about Apple stuff in particular, like just keep improving on that. And unless you want to
Should I
to do something different, then
should I go
of
back
course.
to Apple Monster? I'm kidding.
No, that's not what I meant. I mean, actually, it's easier to find. It was easier to find you on YouTube when you were Apple Monster. You don't have another four
Yeah,
people
it
with the
was.
same name.
It was.
Like even
It
on
really was.
TikTok, I've come across TA Tech on TikTok like once or twice, and it's like a completely different guy. It's a guy from England,
Oh
and he's like,
God. Yeah, I've seen that, and I almost messaged the guy. There's another TA Tech. You probably seen it with the same red and white
"Oh
logo.
yeah, yeah, yeah." I think it's on YouTube, right?
Huh?
It's on YouTube, right?
Yeah, on YouTube. He posted a video this week. I think it was the city. I always saw the picture, the thumbnail, like
Oh yeah, here you
was
go.
very
He did
bright.
one of them the Stream Deck.
Yeah, yeah. And I was almost gonna comment, bro, we're gonna have problems. But I'm like, you know what? I'd rather not. you
Well,
know?
yeah. Also, they've been creating videos for a lot longer.
Yeah, yeah. So
17 million views as well.
I guess I don't know. Will YouTube ever crack down on, you know, people having the same names and stuff? That's the real question.
I don't think so. I mean, I think they've kind of done that now with usernames.
Yeah, yeah,
Because now you no longer have like the channel name. It kind of works like it does on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok,
yeah.
those kind of platforms. We've got the at, and then you've also got the name above that. So
Right.
like, yeah.
I don't know. But anything else we should talk about? Any questions you guys might have? Let me
Has
know.
anybody got any thoughts about Dub
Dub dub.
WWDC, whatever you want to call it? Any
uh,
questions for me and Taylor about our tech stuff like that?
Luis in the chat. What's up? What's up?
Yo,
What's going on, man? How you doing? Albert. What's up, man?
looks like a moderator party in the chat.
Yeah,
So
it is.
funny.
uh, I
The
listen
mod squad.
because I, you know why? Because especially when I go live at this time, I feel like there's a lot more bots and a lot more shenanigans in the chat, and I'm just like, you know what?
Right.
Everybody's a moderator. If I know you, you're a moderator. You know, because
Yeah.
I can't deal with it. I really can't.
I'm gonna
And
go back to
being
streaming at some point.
especially when you're with somebody on the stream, you're talking to that person. You're not concentrating on the chat. You know what I mean? Like you are, but you're not at the same time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly. Like sometimes stuff happens and then you're like just deep in a conversation with the other guy and then you're like, oh, there's like
You're
five.
like, what the heck just happened?
Oh no, Tech Free Needs now doesn't feel exclusive. It's fine. Taylor's planning on rolling out channel members soon, so you'll be able to be exclusive. No, I'm joking.
I got
You'll be able to be exclusive in that.
I don't know about that, Benji. Maybe, maybe.
Need to be
I
monetized
have,
first.
I have, and we've discussed this numerous times. I have thought about starting merch. So much so that I did make a Mr. Smartwatch mug for myself, and I don't know. I might start doing stuff for TA Tech. I've actually talked to Hugo because he does comedy, and he he's been making merch like no tomorrow. And I'm like, dude, like, what's the best way I can do it? Just for me right now, because then I feel like as time goes on, I can, then sell it. But I feel like if I were to wear my own merch, people, would interact more. I don't know. But
I mean, I think when I used to do merch, I think the big issue was like, of course, I didn't have that big of an audience, and so I had a couple of
yeah,
people buy my merch, but it wasn't that much. And also, like, if you do think of doing merch, like I think my biggest issue was that I all of the merch was just my logo. I didn't really have any like quotes of things that I said in my video, things like that. But I
yeah,
guess now it's quite hard for me with that kind of stuff since like my audience is so like diverse in a way. Like I've got audience on TikTok,
hmm
Instagram, and YouTube. They're not
hmm
like all one as of right now.
yeah,
I need to do something
exactly.
like launch a Discord at some point, but like
Yeah,
um
I had Discord, and I couldn't keep up because I was so busy with other stuff. And I even had one person that was like, "This chat is dead," and then I'd come back and they'd be like, "Oh, you'll be gone in a couple months, so you can't say that." But dude, at the same time, like things get busy, so you know, can you really blame me for being MIA? Like,
yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry, I
exactly
can't.
like
You know?
yeah, like the more I think about starting my own Discord, like that will mean I need to actually like be active in the Discord, and especially like since what's gonna happen this summer, like I'm going out to
Yeah.
America to work and stuff. Like that's gonna be very very tough to not only have to manage some of my
Oh, I
clients
get
that
it.
I'll still be working with, and all of this stuff. It's just gonna like adding a Discord server to it is just gonna
Yeah.
be insane. Like unless I can find someone who can help me manage it, and every
Right.
now and then, like every evening, I go
Right.
on and interact with some people because I think they're like even MKBHD's Discord, like he's not always in there. Like he's got some of the team in there sometimes. They're just
Right.
there discussing things. So yeah, it's just a matter of like figuring out how I want to do it and
Yeah.
like to see if I have time for it. But sorry,
I
I cut you
have
off. What were you saying?
No, I was gonna tell you, I have discussed it with my parents. I did tell my mother that you were gonna be around, and I'm like, if he ever comes to Mass, I want to meet him. Like, I want him to come over, and I want to do a stream, or even bring back the podcast. Can you imagine actually bringing back the podcast with a live episode here in my studio?
Yeah, we'll invite Connor over if he wants to be part of the podcast again.
Yeah, exactly. But that would be sick, I think. Um, let's see what the chat is saying here. I have my logo and also a mascot for my channel that I can make merch. Oh, awesome! I see my wife here. My girl, what's up? Uh, you know what? Stop with your shenanigans, girls. Jesus Christ, these girls. Uh, you gotta love them. I have to love my program family. Again, like I said earlier, dude, like these people could care less about what we're talking about right now, but they're here to support me, and that's awesome. I feel like that there needs to be more people like that. For
Oh
years,
yeah.
like I would send things to my friends, and they'd be like, "Yeah, so I don't care," and these people, they'll watch the video, they'll say, "Hey, whatever," and it there needs to be more people like that, like because that to me is one of my main things. Like I'll post a video and I'll get more likes and views than I will comments, and it's just like, well, if people are not interacting with my videos, how do I know what to do and what not to do, and what to change and what not to change? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Well, the trick that I found works is just take them off and then they'll comment.
yeah, true, true.
You get death threats though, so and maybe not the best of ideas sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. Check my Twitter
like the
icon.
the amount of the amount of times I had Android fanboys comment on my videos like, "You're an idiot. What are you doing? Stop making videos."
Yeah.
And of course, you've got Miles every now and then. He comes in and be like, "You should stop making videos. They're so bad." I'm like, "Shut up. I'm making more money than you from them." So,
I don't know if he
and
can.
then it's so funny. Like some of the sponsored videos I've been posting, like the apps aren't like the best apps in the world. Like they're not amazing. I just do the videos because like they pay me.
Yeah.
The video performs well. People follow me. I don't care. People like the apps anyway. But there are
Yeah.
some people that are like, "Oh, you could do this on Android. Like you don't need an app." And I'm like, I don't care. I got paid to do this. So,
Dude, whatever.
what about you?
Yeah, exactly. Like, honestly,
They'll start calling me a sellout.
this is what I was about to say is a whole other conversation off stream because I don't want to tick people off. But yeah, I honestly feel like there's just some people out there that it's like, okay,
Yeah,
you
I
want
mean,
it to happen for you, but you're not doing the work.
yeah, that's true. I've also had quite a few. Like, there's two guys in particular. They're like diehard Samsung fanboys, and they like stitch some of my TikToks and they say like the stupidest stuff to try to argue against me. And I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you? Like, honestly, get a life. Like, even these two
Yeah,
guys even have more followers than me and stuff. And it's like you're picking on someone that has half your followers or like a third.
exactly,
And
exactly.
like my videos get more views than yours because like their videos get like a couple hundred views or like a couple thousand, and then there's me over here getting like 10K over 100K. It's like, bro.
In like 2 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah, like really quickly as well. So like some people seriously,
Oh God.
they just
But
annoy me so much.
yeah, yeah, definitely. But I think we could call it a night. Any questions for us, guys? Let us know. Any more comments or anything that you want to add in, Benji? Um,
No, I think just like those who are excited for WWDC, just don't get too excited because
yeah,
you'll probably be disappointed. Don't expect a Mac Pro because you'll probably be disappointed. Don't expect the mixed reality headset
yeah,
because you'll probably be disappointed. Like we all saw, an example is when we all thought the Apple Watch Series 7 was going to get a whole redesign
yeah,
because it was going to get flat sides and everything. And then what we got was like the roundest Apple Watch we've ever seen. So like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. Um, and don't expect the one more thing because that's just dead by now.
yeah. So just going to the Apple event,
Yep.
thinking, oh, we're only gonna get minor software updates. Hopefully, it'll be no. Just going with that because maybe they won't even have bug fixes. But yeah, but if
Yeah.
you expect disappointed, then you can never really be disappointed. There's the quote.
Yep.
So
Yep. You know
expect
what?
disappointment at WWDC this
I'm,
year.
I'm posting that on my social media. I'm posting on my social media. Tweeting it out, putting it everywhere.
Put it on your wall while you're watching the Apple event. And you're like, oh, maybe it's the AR headset. Look up. Okay, no, sorry, and I'm gonna be disappointed. I'm gonna look disappointed right now.
Yeah.
I'm expecting to be disappointed.
Hey, well, guys, thank you guys for joining in. Kyle, I don't know what the heck you're talking about. You're crazy. Another friend of mine, but yeah,
I love
you're
Samsung.
nuts. There's
Samsung
not a lot
fanboys are
of
the worst.
shade
I'm
to
not saying
say.
that Kyle is. But like, they are so bad. They're the worst fans I've had to deal with.
Yeah.
Samsung.
Luis, cállate. Shush. I don't want to hear it. Okay. Yeah, but you're right, Luis. Sadly, you're right. I don't know if you just saw this comment. It's not a live stream. It's Taylor. If Taylor's not getting a phone call, you know what? You can never win. You can never win. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for joining. Thank you, Benji, for joining me. And you're always welcome to join back and get on those live streams, man.
Yeah, I'll see if I can fit that in my schedule this summer.
I
We'll see.
know, right? Dude, just do it from the car. I mean, a lot of people do it from the car. Freaking Taylor from stream from the
If they're
car
giving me a car, that is.
now.
We'll
So,
see.
hey, why not? All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.